So I'm super excited to speak with you today, especially when it comes around to maintaining your car. I feel like a lot of people have automobiles and just think that all they need to do is just put gas in them and drive.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So one of my first questions is how to make sure the heaters, defrosters, and wipers work in your car properly.
Oh, so sorry. Say that again. I had a little trouble hearing you.
I'm sorry. My first question is how to make sure heaters, defrosters, and wipers work properly in your vehicle.
Well, I think the first thing to do is to make sure that all the fluid levels are good. You can visually inspect the wipers to make sure they're not dry or cracked. Those are the two things that I would do. As far as defrosters, I think that's something that you just have to turn on and make sure that's working properly. And if it's not, then take it to a shop.
So one thing I just had to do on my vehicle, I've only had like 15,000 miles on it, but I had to change my tires already.
Yep.
Which I'm really upset about. But
You're doing too many burnouts.
I just try not to do too many. How should somebody check the tire tread depth and tire pressure?
A tire pressure is simple. You can get a gauge anywhere, gas station. That's something that you need to check on the door jamb. So when you open your driver's door, there's a door jamb. You don't want to look on the actual tire. You want to look on the door jamb, and that'll tell you the pressure. Next, you need just a penny. You can basically check the tread depth with that. You face the penny with the head down. If you can see Lincoln's hair, then you need to replace the tread on your tire. Little trick.
It definitely comes in handy, and that's one of the ways that I found out that I needed him, so I made sure to go right away, especially before all the rain comes and snow comes.
Exactly, yeah, you definitely want to check pressures, because pressures also change with temperature. So if it gets a lot colder, your pressure will change.
And I think so many people just don't understand that or know about it at all, or
Right.
maybe even care to know about it.
No, and that's super important. That's probably one of the leading causes of accidents is a tire failure.
If snow and ice are a problem in your area, do you consider like special tires designed to grip slick roads? Like during the winter, tire pressure should be checked weekly?
Yeah, I would say any change in temperature. I mean, there's lots of things you can do for your car in the winter. Obviously, checking all the fluids, oil, transmission, wiper fluid, but then also your fuel system is super important because it can actually make your car run better on cold startups. So there's a product out there Motor Medic has. It's called the Fuel Pro Complete. And the Fuel Pro Complete kit basically cleans your engine not only from just pop and pour in through the fuel system, but also through the intake. And that's done basically by hooking it up to a vacuum line. And it's a 2-step, 5-minute process, super simple. And that's probably one of the biggest things you can do aside from tire pressure and fluids is that Fuel Pro Complete system.
Why is it so important to take extra care of your car during the winter months?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like right here, I know you can't see me right now, but basically I'm in a studio and there's a Fuel Pro Complete system hooked up to this vacuum line here by the brake booster. It's super easy to find. It's one of those things where you can go on the website if you're having trouble finding your specific model, and you hook that up, the car would be running, and then you'd push this button right here. It's going to flow that through the intake, through the top of the motor, and down into the valves, and it cleans those valves from all the carbon buildup that's built up over time. The second part of that step is to add the additive, and that goes in your gas tank, and that's super simple, just pop and pour. And those are the 2 steps that you would do for this system. That would take 5 minutes, something that you could do for under $30 at your local O'Reilly's or any select AutoZones. And then also, if you were to take this to a mechanic, it would cost you $100.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it's a big price difference.
Yeah, it's big. It's big, and it's really good for the winter months because you have cold startups. If you have any pinging or any noises upon startup, these are things that it could completely get rid of. It increases fuel mileage, which is obviously important for all of us. We all want to get better gas mileage. And so those are just things that even at 6,000 miles, a motor builds up enough carbon to affect mileage. So these are things that you can do to a newer car and an older car.
Okay. So would you suggest that this is a way to keep your car running smoother and be more fuel efficient?
Oh, for sure. I mean, for sure. A lot of these products are just this, which is an additive. This is a complete cleaning system. You know, with this piece of the product, the two-step process, it really cleans not only from just through the fuel, but also through the intake, which is super important because it really gets that carbon buildup that develops around the valves on the back side. And with a lot of these GDI motors, the motors are going in a direction where they build up carbon faster than they did before. So this product is going to save you time, it's going to save you money because you're going to spend less at the pump and you're going to spend less on maintenance when it's too late.
And my last question is, what are the biggest mistakes motorists make when it comes to taking care of their cars?
I think we already touched on it, preventative maintenance. I think, you know, like you said, a lot of people don't even really pay attention to their tire pressure, let alone oil, transmission fluid, and their fuel system. So it's just one of those things where if you have correct preventative maintenance, you can really, really save a lot of money over the long haul. The average car right now on the road is 11 and a half years old. So if you think about that, you know, how many oil changes, how many times, how many opportunities have you had to make your car run better? And, you know, over time, you're going to save a lot of money. This kit's under 30 bucks. If you take it to a shop, it costs you over 100, and it takes you 5 minutes. So it is really a phenomenal product that everyone should really, really take a hard look at and consider using throughout the winter months.
Arie, I want to thank you so much for taking up the time to answer my questions. I can't wait to share this valuable information with my readers.
Cool.
Is there any website where my readers can go to learn more information?
Yeah, fuelprocomplete.com. They can check out the product there. They can also, if they're having trouble installing the product, they can look at vehicle-specific instructions. And yeah, check it out.
I'm definitely going to check it out as soon as this conversation is over. So
Nice.
mine.
Very good, very good.
Thank you so much, Arie, and take care.
All right, thank you very much.